Hey guys, welcome back to another day in the shop. It's Saturday and it was a long week. Glad to be back working on the RZR. And I'm just about done with everything for the season. I did put some fresh tires on the front of the machine. Brand new Rockzilla's right there. And I cheated. I did it off camera, which isn't really cheating because, I mean, it's not like I'm making money doing this. They're getting paid. But anyway, this is just for my fun, making these videos. And I do kind of like the comments I get and people, you know, offering advice or a better way to do things. That's kind of cool because, like I said, I am a shade tree mechanic at best and learned all this stuff doing it the hard way. Speaking of the hard way, last year I tore a tire in West Virginia and I had a spare. We changed it on the trail. Maybe I'll insert a pic or two here. Of that happening, had a jack, did everything right. I mean, we were back on the road or on the trail in 20 minutes maybe. Now I did have Mark and Steve helping me. Everybody pitched in. Even the girls were taking pictures or making comments, making fun of me, which was fine because it was kind of funny because that particular split tire was 100% my fault. I was just going too fast, clipped the inside of a really sharp rock on the wrong side of the trail, which I hate people who ride on the left side of the trail. You should always stick to the right, by the way. But I didn't. This one time we were just heading back. It was the end of the day. Got going too fast and it caught up to me. With their help, we got back on the trail right away. And it was cool. It was when we got back to camp, I had a spare tire and I wanted to put it on the wheel and remove the cut tire because, I mean, that tire was done. And we had 2 or 3 more days of riding yet and I wanted to carry a spare. No big deal, right? I've done this before with literally like driving another vehicle right across here and smashing this bead off. Now my wheels are bead locked, so obviously I can remove that ring and this side's going to be free. It's the other side you've got to remove a bead on, so it would be the opposite side of that. But I've literally just driven across it right here, pushed the sidewall down, good to go. Yeah, that didn't work for shit. We struggled with that. And a good buddy of mine, his name is Chad, he mentioned, you know, a lot of guys will just get their high lifter jack out and jack up off the you know, receiver hitch or something like that, which is a great way to do it. Except 1, I didn't have a high lifter jack with me, and 2, I didn't think about it at the time. And anyway, long story short, with the help of Mark's winch, Steve's tenacity, and a broken Leatherman, we were able to cut that tire off and get once we got the tire off, I mean, swapping out these tires is simple. But getting to that point was tough. And I got to thinking, I'm like, there's got to be an easier way. Well, I'm here to tell you I found an easier way. I've heard of these before. I honestly thought, yeah, that's kind of a gimmick. I don't really need that. I'm here to tell you this is a game changer for me. Rather than taking a high lifter jack, bringing that along because they're heavy, I bought this. This guy right here. Bead Buster XB 450. And if you've ever seen one of these, you know how it works. If you haven't, I'll show you today. It's nothing that's difficult. But stay tuned and I'll tell you how this little bad boy works. It's not a cheap tool. I'll link to it in the description below. I think I picked this up off Amazon. And I honestly don't recall how much it was, but I'm here to tell you that it's worth it, and it'll go on every riding trip with me. Maybe not in the machine, but it'll go in the truck for use at camp. So stick around, here we go. All right, here we go. So the first part, I'm gonna take off the ring off the bead lock. Nothing too difficult. But here's our ring. Needs to be clean. Set that aside. Don't really need that for now. Then you're going to take your tire and flip it over. Grab the bolt that you lost, because if you don't grab it right away, it'll be gone forever. It's like a 10mm socket, guaranteed. Alright, so you need your bead buster, and you need a 3/4 inch impact, or whatever you have. The concept is, this is going to dig underneath the bead. This bolt tightens this against the rim. This bolt pushes this foot down, so you can see it pushing that guy down like that. Woo, there you go. So that's how that works. So we'll stick right in there and see if we can get her going. All of us should thank modern editing software, which helped all of you miss the full moon while I was taking apart these bead locks. I did my best to edit it, and you are welcome. There you go, there's one wheel. Yep, bead locks, fellas, bead locks. So the Bead Buster, simple tool, not a whole lot that can go wrong with it. It's made in the USA, decent quality. It's a little pricey, it's 120 bucks, I looked it up. But I don't, for what it does and the hassle it saves you, it's just worth it to me. Again, not something I'm going to throw on the machine and take with me, but it is something that I'm going to throw in the truck and have at camp so that we've got it ready to go. It's just a simple, easy tool and much lighter than a high lifter. All right, guys, so I just swapped out 2 tires in about, I don't know, 20 minutes. It was not difficult at all. Again, the XB 450 Bead Blaster is what my wheels and tires call for. I think it goes by like motorcycle, ATV, UTV, that sort of thing. You can go to their website and see what specific thing you need. It's beadbuster.com. Again, I'll link to this one on Amazon where I got it. This thing's going in the toolbox. It's a good tool. Makes it much easier for me to do this. I mean, I have a Harbor Freight tire changer and all that. I don't think I'll ever use it again. This is much simpler, smaller. Throw it in the toolbox, go. Hey guys, back in the shop. Actually just filmed another video on the Bead Buster. Good tool. Anyway, I'm gonna bleed the brakes on my Pro XP. I replaced the front calipers and got some air in the line, so I'm just gonna completely bleed them. On a Pro XP in specific, okay, so you got your cap here for the master cylinder, frame piece here. I don't like manually bleeding brakes. It never works right for me. So I always use a power bleeder, and I have one. I didn't have the specific cap for the Pro XP, and mine goes straight up and hits the frame rail. So I had to find a different alternative, and when I was looking, mine is like a vacuum style booster where you pump it up manually to build up pressure. I got this AGM kit, and I can hook this up right to my compressor. It works really good. And this is the cap specifically for the Pro XP. It has this guy right here, this part here, the silver part, was connected to the cap. I took that out and then got this 90-degree fitting. Now it'll fit on there just right. I'll show you. Alright, so here we have the cap installed. It's a little swivel fitting here. And now what we can do is pour some brake fluid in the container, hook it up. I'll show you that next. Alright, I got my air hooked up, got my little tank hooked up here, going up to the cap there. I'm going to put a little rag around it. See that's leaking a little bit, not a big deal. Alright, I don't know if you just saw that, but I got my pressure turned up on my compressor just a hair too much, so we're going to turn this down a little bit. That should do it. And now, what you want to do is you want to start bleeding at the furthest brake caliper away. This is back here. Got a little bottle set up here. And we are going to start bleeding these brakes. If I can get a little wrench in there. Alright guys, it's a couple hours later. I got the brakes bled. All is good there. I would say the AGM brake bleeder, give it a 8 out of 10, at least with my machine. The cap, when you put pressure on it, leaks at the master cylinder a little bit. Not a big deal. Put a rag on it, done. I mean, it's a power brake bleeder. It's kind of hard to get excited about it. But I would have if it didn't leak. That would have gotten me excited. I put the back tires on, mounted them up, took it for a quick little spin. All was good. Brakes are working good. My wife actually, after I bled them with the AGM bleeder, I don't know why I'm showing the front tires again. Anyway, after I bled them with the AGM, and again, this is just what I did, not that it's right. I got all the air out that I could. I cycled out, geez, I don't know. These are a quart. I cycled 2 quarts through, which is, I mean, way more than you should need to. Anyway, when I got done, the brakes were still a little spongy. Wife came out, did the little pumpy manual thing. We used, you know, I don't know, 2 ounces of brake fluid, doing it that way. And that was just enough. She was able to help me get all the air out. So +1 to wives that, or wives that help out in the shop. Appreciate it. Thank you, dear. Other than that, I mechanically don't know what else I need to do to the machine. It's clean, suspension's good. I just took it for a test drive. As good as you can do, you know, around the neighborhood. Real test drives on the trail. But tires are holding air. Thing tracks straight. Everything works. Everything's been maintained. I think the rest of it's just going to be doing some cleaning up, putting some camera mounts on it, and going. I do need to I need to route some wires to power my cameras when we're riding in, you know, longer rides. It's a pain in the ass to keep changing batteries, but other than that, we're in pretty good shape. Thanks for watching. I guess before I say thanks for watching, comment below. I've got, like, I don't know, I joke about it. I'm just trying to be funny. I don't have that many followers, but the followers that I do have, I know, watch. It's almost time to bring the camper home and the toy hauler home and do some stuff to that. We've got some mods coming for that, so I'll probably record those. If you guys have any questions about what I do or what to get ready for camping season, or anything else about the RZR that you want to ask me about, just comment below. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Thanks.